And hello! We are back again with another Final Fantasy XIV holiday event. This time we are doing the combined event of the Little Lady's Day and the Hatching Tide. These are usually separate holidays, but this time they're put together and with a very good reason, as you'll see as we go along. So, I am SF Lady Wolf, and I'm coming to you from the Shadowfang Lair. And today, let's get started. We've got our Artemis here today. We will have her wave for you and say hello. I'm sure you're used to her by now. So, this time, you will want to be in Gridania for the start of it. You will get sent somewhere else along the way, so make sure that you can go to the 3 major cities at least for Ul'dah, Limsa Lominsa, and Gridania, because you will be needing Gridania and Ul'dah in this one. Let's go see what we got here. You'll be at the main Aetheryte in Gridania, and we'll want to go to the Aethernet, and you'll want to go to Miketos Amphitheater, just like usual. Most of the events in Gridania take place over there, so you should be used to going over there by now. If this is your first Hatching Tide or Little Lady's Day, they are just like some events in the real world. The Hatching Tide is like Easter, and Little Lady's Day is actually an event in at least Japan where young ladies are celebrated. And there are special sales and events and things like that to help do so. So this time we're putting them together in one event, and let's see how they mix them together. As you see, we have all kinds of Easter decorations in Gridania. So this time Gridania will be decorated for Easter. Ul'dah will be decorated for Little Lady's Day. So you get to see both decorations. Have all kinds of little, quite nice, colorful eggs all over the place. Let's go over here. This time you will see we have Jilly Aliapo, just like we usually do for the Hatching Tide. If you've seen it before or done it before, we will go over here and talk to her. And you must be at least level 15 to take part in this quest. It is called the Princesses and the Eggs. You will get 1,440 experience for your time in it, and you will get 444 gil for this quest in particular. And this time we have Jilly Alipo is looking for someone to help make a dream come true. If you know the holiday, if it isn't your first time, each year Jilly has a dream. And in this dream she has a vision of what Hatching Tide should be for the year. So you always come over and you help her get that dream to come true in some way. So let's see what happens this time, what her dream is. That this quest is available for a limited time only. Like always, they are limited time quests, they're just for the holiday. This particular one is going until April 1st, so you make sure you get in and get these done. So it's a nice little quick event, not too much. So let's see what's going on. Cutscene. Hey Jilly! Welcome, my friend. I take it the Hatching Tide decorations have caught your eye? Oh, Artemis, is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in Hatching Tide once more. Always, I'm a rabbit. Come on now, Easter Bunny, let's go. This year, it was given again in a dream that sparked my imagination. A dream of a Gubu, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage. Where else but in Ul'dah, so many malms away? Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, the darling Gubu held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. And there is but one time of year when the sandy brown of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Lady's Day. The message of Mistress Aliapo's dream was clear. combine the spirit of hatching tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day the jewel of a city has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. "'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Visharnamus. I have the honor of acting as this year's Royal Seneschal, and it is my duty to bring smiles and cheers to the ladies of the realm." "What is Little Ladies' Day, you ask? Why, it is a day when the maidens of Eorzea are doted upon as princesses by their very own loyal seneschal." Mistress Aliapo's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his Gubu companion before meeting with us. I regret to say, not all in Ul'dah share in her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gubu ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. And one break right there. If you know, the old game, the very first version, 1.0, that was part of Ul'dah story to start with. So, if you've ever seen it, you know what's going on with that. You've seen the Gubu run amok. I was not personally playing, but I have seen the footage of it. It's quite something, because some of the characters you know well now in this game are in there. So, quite fun. So yeah, I can understand why they would be scared to have a Gubu in town. Now back to Nanota here. When the Seneschal informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking, we could hold a hatching tide event here in Gridania, with a Gubu as the main attraction. Not only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Ul'dah that the Gubu poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nonota and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a Gubu so pretty and sweet. Out of all the paths forward we could have taken, this seemed to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well versed in the realm's beastskin as you might be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gubu is. What will you say? I expect quite a few eggs for my troubles. Or, well, I'd hate to see Miss Aliapo's dreams shattered. Which one do we feel like doing? Now, usually in the Hatching Tide event, you'll get paid in some kind of egg currency, like chocolate eggs or something like that, and you spend those to get items. So, that's the reason why that's there. Well, I'd hate to see Miss Aliapo's dream shattered. Yeah, let's do that. See what happens. Because this must be her dream we're trying to make come true. As would I. While I'm certain that there is nothing to fear, having a stout arm by my side will be most reassuring. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You had best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Aldemund, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. And yes, you do see him each year at Little Ladies' Day in Ul'dah, so he's a regular character as well. Now, for this we were supposed to speak with Aldemund at Bent Branch Meadows. But since I already have the Aetherite there, as you're going through the story, you will run into that from over here in Gridania. So we will go right here. We have the Gridania stuff down here. And Bent Branch Meadows. And we'll just teleport right over there. I love the music for Easter. Thank you, Soken. I appreciate it. Alright. Now, I am going to mount. Wait. Yeah, mount up. Oh, goodness. I put up my Phoenix. Yeah, it's not that far, but if you can fly, why not? Hop right here. I keep forgetting it's a little closer than I thought. But, Mr. Alderman, oh, check the pink Ubu. She's adorable. Or at least I think so, anyway. Oh, didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings. I am the Royal Seneschal, in charge of making Little Ladies' Day most memorable for all the ladies of the realm. Mistress Aliapo has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Ah, we've been waiting for you. You'll be hard-pressed to pick your jaw up off the floor after you see what my Petey has in store for you. Oh, her name's Petey? Okay, cool. I've been watching over her since the day I found her wandering in the wilderness all alone. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we've got all each other. Okay. If you want a pet Gubu, go ahead. If she eats you, that's on you. If not, she's a great bodyguard. Kitty? What a lovely name, to be sure. And those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she is the very picture of a Little Ladies' Day princess. Ha ha ha! I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of little else since the moment Miss Alipo came to us with her peculiar request. There is nothing in the world we love more than hearing an audience cheer. And to think this time we'll earn that and then some. We call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. There's even rabbits. That was astounding. Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. It took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of 2 celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did about as good a job as could have been expected. I'd say so. Now, here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Petey's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I've figured out what's causing it. As you just saw, she's got no problem performing in front of an audience of 2. But when a whole gaggle of revelers showed up not long ago, she just froze up. Oh, stage fright. I see. She must not be used to such large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon we've got moms left in those adventurous legs of yours. Might I trouble you to join our merry troop and support Petey during her star turn? All you have to do is climb atop her head and head towards the crowds. Show them our act and tell the spectators to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. Leave it to me. I got it. I've got a Goobu mount. You know, I can handle this. I have experience already. Alright, well, let's see here. Trust me, Petey'll love having you aboard. Now's a chance to get these eggs into the hands of the eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else happens, doesn't demand your attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now, get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. And it mounts you up, and we have 3 people, it says. Ah, yes, we have our 3 markers. We'll just run right over here to one of them. And what you want to do, just the quickest way to do it, is you just want to hit the button when you're in range of them. Hit the button. She does her little performance. The enthused man says, "What? What did I just see?" Ah, this must be that performing Goobu I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg of my own to remember this by. Go see the dude. Alright, that's one. Ah, there's another one over there. We'll just walk. Not that far. And we come up here in range. That was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. When that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. And looks like the other one over this way. Yeah, the Choco Keep. Oh. I heard the Hatchentide festivities would be held here this year, but I've seen nothing out of the ordinary. Mountain Heating performing egg whoop. I end up clicking on it. That's what it does if you actually click on it. They just have something to say about the event. And then it tells you mount up and do the action. Oh, my stars. What manner of... Oh, you're promoting Hatchentide? Yes, yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was, truly. I never knew Goobus to be adept at anything besides eating. But you've expanded my horizons. May have a partake of the festivities this year, after all. The spirit of Hatchentide is alive in Gridania. Return to Aldemond and tell him of Petey's courageous performances. Yeah, you did good, Petey. I'm going to pick up right here. And fly back over here to Aldemond. And as soon as you land, it will dismount you. You don't have to do anything. So we come over here. And we will talk to Aldemond and tell him what's up. Good work, Artemis. Same goes for you, Petey. I could hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. Roar! Thank you, Petey. Just don't eat me. And it looks like Petey's managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovations are enough to conquer the Seneschals. That quest is now done. We get our 1440 experience. We get 444 gil. And the Seneschal has another quest. I could say that can be, although we haven't gotten a prize yet. And again, the next quest is also level 15, just so you know. And it's Petey in Pink. You get 1440 experience again. 797 gil this time. And we get the Petey horn. So we get Petey as a mount. Sounds good to me. The Royal Seneschal has reached a decision. Again, this is a limited time quest. Make sure you get it done by the end of the month, because April 1st, this is gone, and it will be totally different next year. Although I've been but a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. Petey is possessed not only of a kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in Ul'dah. On behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee, I invite you to our city as honored guests. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Alipo that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to Ul'dah. We'll find our way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. Ahem. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that Petey has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Ul'dah for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? Yeah, sure. Now this is where I said you're going to need to be able to go to all the cities, because now we have to go to Ul'dah and do that side of the story. So we will come right here, teleport, and for the lineup I have right now, Ul'dah is right down at the bottom. You want Ul'dah, Steps of Nald, because that will be the main aetheryte in the city. So we will teleport over there and get started on that. And I will go ahead and say, if you enjoy my videos, then please leave me a like on them. And if you would like to subscribe on YouTube, or eventually I'm hoping to follow on Twitch, then go ahead and do so. So let's get back to the story. You want to come up here out of the main aetheryte area. Yes, you always have people goofing off, having fun. You will never have to worry just about in this game, or not anytime soon anyway, about not seeing anyone. The game is alive and well and full of people. We are over here at our... They always put up a little stage for Little Ladies' Day. At one point, we did have a music group called the Songbirds that were part of the story. And that right now they will do performances over here and be dancing and acting like they're singing and everything. And if you have the emotes, you can sit there and have fun joining in. Do little cheers and all. People enjoy doing that when they're up there. So let's see what the Royal Seneschal has to say. Ah, you have arrived. You'll be glad to know that I've managed to win over the planning committee with my story of Petey's show. Ul'dah's gates will be cast wide for their arrival. If she is amenable to the idea, I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. But the first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens what we saw in Bent Branch Meadows, it is my hope they will become welcome to Petey with open arms. And if her show is a success, then we will have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Ul'dah, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest I can. Artemis, pray head to the Steps of Thal and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards, and together we can show Petey with applause. So we will head over here, because I know Steps of Thal are this way. Plus you get to see all the decorations for Little Ladies' Day, because they do have the blossom trees up, and you have little decorations around them. You have the peach blossom lights hung up. You have parasols around, banners, things like that. I will go over one fun thing I found this year. I don't remember if it's been there another year. After this is all said and done. There is one little decoration type that I found this year. And again, I do not remember if it was there another year or if it's new for this year. We'll go over that in a couple minutes when we're done. We have a distracted citizen right here. Whoops, I clicked that off fast, that's my fault. A Gooba performer? Aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's the very same, I suppose it's worth a look. Yes, it is, go look. Okay, now I apologize for that. I clicked that a little fast. My fault. But it was in my chat window, so I could go ahead and read it. Now we have an elegant citizen. I will try not to double click it this time. A Gubu. Parent will die. That dredges up terrible memories of a rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this Gubu with your own eyes? What will you say? Yes, and she brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. Or, yes, and she's as gentle as a tame chocobo. She made everybody in Gridania smile, so let's just let her know about that. Yes, and she brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. You see a good Gubu. Go do it. And... oh yeah, our last one's in another area. So we have to cut through. You just follow the little arrow. Once you're over here in Ul'dah a little bit, you'll figure out how to get around. So we're just coming over here to the other little area. The Gold Court, as you see it's called. We have a nonchalant citizen. Again, this is nicely decorated with parasols and trees. And if you have time, always take in the decorations for the events like this. They're only around while the event is going on, and there's no telling if it will be the same the next year. They could change things. What you see as pink blossom lights this time could be white with pink outline or something next time. Who knows? But plus, they go through the time of putting all these little decorations in, coding them in, drawing them, everything else. But please, enjoy them. And hey, if you could tell them you like them, go for it. I mean, hey, team, I love the decorations for the holidays. Thank you kindly. Alright, nonchalant citizen. I didn't know Gubus were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? What will you say? The crowds of Gridania gave her a standing ovation. Or, so what if it is? You'll still have a chance to see a Gubu up close. Well, we know it's not, and I'm not going to disrespect Petey like that. So, the crowds of Gridania gave her a standing ovation. Well, when you put it that way, besides, it's not as if I have aught else to do. Alright, look for me among the crowd. I'll see you there. Time of Petey's performance draws near. Speak with the Royal Seneschal before she takes the stage. Now from right here, you can just come around and walk right out here. You'll see, right now, you'll see the green and yellow streamers up here. You'll know you're going the right way when you see those. You'll cut out. You'll be back at Ruby Road Exchange. Run right down here again. This is all decorated and all for the event. And we're back over here to stage. Ah, there's the Royal Seneschal. Oh no! What's wrong with Petey? Did she freeze up again? Oh, thanks, Artemis. It seems word has spread even further than I had hoped. And while this is cause for celebration, Petey appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. Oh. course, you could just hop up on her head and she'd calm down just like that. But we can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words, Artemis? Seems she's warmed up to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. Alright, where you want to target her, and we're going to do slash rally. We're going to cheer on like, come on, Petey, let's go. Cutscene. Come on, Petey. What do you mean, no? Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. What will you say? Remember how happy you made everyone in Gridania? Don't worry, Petey. I'm right here. Or Little Lady's Day needs its princess. Little Lady's Day needs its princess. She's supposed to be done up like a princess for Little Lady's Day. So let's remind her of it. A princess is elegant and always ready to face the people. Aw, come on. You look pretty. Come on. That did the trick. You've really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden, Artemis. We are in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Aliopo should have arrived by now. Artemis, pray join the bystanders and give Petey your heartiest cheer. Sure thing. As to come over here. Now, you can see the dancers right here on the stage right now. They're currently doing the little songbird act that's going on randomly in between. But you click the destination point here, and it'll go into what you need for doing Petey. And now for the final act. Bedecked in blooming flowers, this Gubu princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. Do it, Petey. There you go. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. Well, good. And to think I ever believed Gubus were not but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. If Hatching Tide is even half as thrilling as this show, I'd best catch the next airship to Gridania. Yeah, all's well that ends well. The little ladies get a great show, and Hatching Tide gets even more egg seekers. Their smiles are like so many flowers in full bloom. He will be the talk of Ul'dah for moons to come. Thank you, Petey. That she will. And I have you to thank, Miss Aliopo, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. Rawr. Thank you, Petey. Now we're supposed to go back over and talk to the Seneschal again, it says. So we run back over here. Thank you, Petey. That was a good show. Thank you, Petey, for bringing joy to the citizens of Ul'dah, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Well, I don't know about that for this year, for real. Maybe for Ul'dah and everything, yeah. But we've got an expansion coming up this summer called Dawn Trail. We're all looking forward to that. Couldn't have done it without your help, Artemis. We'll both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. I think she'd be more than happy by your side if you'll have her. What? As for me, I have it in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd hate to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to corners of the world I've only heard tales about. What will you say? How could I say no? Or are you sure you can manage without her? Y'all have been together so long. You sure you can do without her? Can't deny I already feel the tendrils of loneliness tugging at my heart. But they'll loose their grip so long as I know Petey's with you. I look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. I don't mean to be rude, but I am required in Gridania. Nanota must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Hey, give the lass our regards, eh? I'll stay here in Old Dawn till the festivities end. And who knows, maybe even longer. With that, allow me to personally thank you, Artemis. No princess in the realm could have asked for a more devoted seneschal. And that includes Petey. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Petey's show has concluded, Little Lady's Day has not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger in Old Dawn either. I'm the warrior of light. I can't be a stranger anywhere. I have to come visit everybody. And with that, we're done. Get our 1440 experience. We get 797 gil. And we get her Petey horn for her to come with us. And she'll be a mount. So, seasonal event quest complete. She's Gubu and she's Grace is our achievement that we get this time. Now, I did mention one little decoration thing that I happened to notice this year that I do not remember for sure if it's been around every year or if it's new for this year. But if you go around Old Dawn here, you'll see these little birds. I was having fun on another character, just going around just seeing what the little birds are doing. Because they are doing different things. Some of them are just sitting around. And some of them are in the shops. Like you have the two right here on the box. In this shop here for the clothier. Other such places. Like if you come back up here to the Ruby Road Exchange. There's one right here, a green one. It's got a little thing of Dongo. And it's fixing to take off with it. Like, bye, it's mine. You left it. And there are just other places. There's two little blue ones here. I was having fun just going around trying to find all the different little birds in the area. So anywhere you see the Little Lady's Day decorations, there's probably birds around. And also in the little shops that are around in this area here. So, I mean, they are all over the place. I mean, right here, looking at the Dongo, the people left. Or people are fixing to come again. I'm not sure what the meaning of it's supposed to be. Which way it's supposed to be going. And over here, you have a few sitting here looking around, chittering. it's just fun. I mean, a few of them are in little cute scenes, like the one with the dongo there. And the gold court, there's some over there that they have a plate between them. There's one on each side, and one of them will look like they're eating. So they're getting ready to eat the dongos on the plate. And there's actually at least one over there where it looks like they're fixing to drink some green tea or whatever is in the little cups that are sitting there. So, very cute. So, if you just want to have some fun with your friends, go and just look at the silly little birds. They're all over the place. They're on ledges, they're above doors, in stores, everything. Just go around and just see what kind of little goodies they've done. Again, I'm not sure if those are brand new this year or if they've been around other years and I just didn't pay attention to them or forgot about them. While I'm talking here, I will learn my PD mount. So that is the only thing we have right now. Let's see, the Royal Handmaid would normally have stuff for sale. She has the peach and cherry confetti that are just one-time items. You toss them up in the air and it puts those confetti around you for a second or on whoever you target. So there's not anything to really buy this time. The Royal Servant here will tell you the history of the events and everything. There's usually someone around that will tell you the history, whatever event is going on. The Royal Servant here will tell you, what's Little Lady's Day, what's the meaning of it. There is a Prince Edvia that's in the lore of it. He can explain that for you. He can explain what Hatching Tide is for you since they are connected this year. Or you can just finish up and just say nothing. So, with that, I will bid you farewell and tell you happy Hatching Tide and happy Little Lady's Day both. And with that, Artemis will say bye. And I will say, please follow and subscribe. Hit the bell notifications. I'm not extremely regular on videos right now because I mostly do the holidays or special events. Check me out. See what you think. If you liked the video, leave me a like. Have a good one and walk in the light of the crystal.